the OCG Fam Show. We're wrapping up this whole Heygeia hydration thing. Then we're moving on. Let's get into it. Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? How's everybody doing out there? Let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it after the show. Right now, let's just get into the show. But first, thank you all for all your congratulations for the new baby we got coming. New grandbaby. Very exciting. First grandbaby. Super excited. That's that. Carl. Man, it was nice to have Carl on the show yesterday. I sure miss Carl. We're going to have Carl on more often, I think. So questions for Carl, comments for Carl about microbe life, about blacksmith bioscience, or also Carl grows a lot of stuff in his garden, all kinds of stuff we like to grow, and has a unique perspective on, I think, it from doing it for a long time and having a real connection with the earth. So questions, comments for Carl, throw those in the comments. Today I want to talk about Heygeia hydration. This one, we've had a couple episodes about this, as a wetting agent, and I wanted to do just a final word on that. So I've got two clips today. The first one is where we talked about how Scott would use this for an IPM, integrated pest management, for a wetting agent on there to make that stuff dwell so you can kill those little buggies better, but would not use it in most circumstances as a wetting agent for foliar feeding. So I want to show you that clip about the foliar feeding where we kind of give the final word on that. So watch this and I'll talk to you right after that. So when you're doing foliar feeding, you wouldn't, if you were doing foliar feeding, not IPM or any kind of pest management, you would not ever use a wetting agent, or is there any circumstance under which you would?
No, I mean, it won't hurt anything to use a wetting agent during foliar feeding. It isn't as beneficial as you think it would be because you don't need it to hold there because you want the plant to absorb it. Now, if you're 32% humidity, constantly dry, and you want it to hold on that surface a little bit longer to help penetrate those cells longer, get more feed in there, use a wetting agent. It absolutely works fine for that. But for us, Heygeia was designed because of hydrophobic soils, dry pockets in the soil, fungal food for the mycorrhiza. You know, it's kind of more about working with the soil condition and tilth than it was to foliar feed the digested proteins that we put in the bottles.
Okay, so we got that covered. The next clip I want to show you, and this is the last one, is about how you would use Heygeia hydration or would not use it as part of a root drench regimen. So watch this clip and then we'll be done. Okay, to that end, would I use Heygeia hydration every single time I do a root drench, or is it only when I have a dry soil condition? Is there any other condition other than that where I might use it?
I mean, it's a food source for microbes. So literally it's, use it if you want to feed your microbes or if you have super dry soil that's hydrophobic. Using it every single time, you'll never have hydrophobic soil, and your mycorrhiza field and your fungal field will be very pleased because you're feeding them those saponins.
Okay.
It prevents runoff on the bottom just racing right through the pots. It helps pull that moisture to the sides of the pots to feed more of the root mass. So, I mean, using it every single time definitely won't be harmful by any means, but using it just for certain occasions is definitely pretty normal in our groups.
Okay, so if I have hydrophobic soil, I should absolutely use it. But if I do not or don't have a problem with that, I could use it, and the only reason I wouldn't use it would be money.
Yeah, budget, and
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Because like in our potting soil, number 4 soil, number 8 soil, the 4-shot, and even number 2, there's yucca meal in those soils to help prevent hydrophobia.
So I'm using the Greek regimen. There's probably 3, 4, 5 other things I would add before Heygeia.
Oh yeah, no, Heygeia is up there with like my fixing stuff personally.
It's a tool or possibly a Roman addition for that. Hydrophobic soil, it's a tool. Using it would be more of a Roman type situation. There's many other things that will give you more benefit before than after. Okay, what do you think of that? Informative, entertaining, helpful? Comments, questions, put them in the comments. Let's talk more about this or move on to something else. It's up to you. It's your show. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. The OCG Fam Show. It's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.